Hi, kids. Welcome to the show. Today's little lesson is very different for me. I don't usually do straight modeling tutorials, but somebody on one of the forums asked a question about how to model this double braided cable. Um, the cable consisted of two strands of wire wrapped in a spiral and another two strands of wire wrapped in a spiral, and those two spirals wrapped around each other. And he showed his attempt at doing it, and he was having trouble, and he asked for help. And I started, and then I couldn't find his post. It just disappeared. So this is going to be very step by step. Again, unusual for me. I don't usually do it this way, but this is just a quick one. Won't take long. So first we need to make our cables. So I'm going to use a circle, then go immediately into edit mode and scale that down, okay, to 0.25. I don't have screencast on. Okay, good. Now you can watch, see what I'm doing. That means I don't have to talk so much, right? Good. Now what I want to do is I want to duplicate that, but let me get straight down from the top, and I'm going to move it so that it's just a tiny bit off the line. I want them to be close but not touching. Then Shift D, I guess I didn't have to say that, and Y. I'm going to move this, and I'm not using Control because I don't want them touching. Again, they could. It really wouldn't matter, but I just don't want that. Next step, come out of edit mode and add plane. As you'll see, it doesn't matter what I add. And what I'm going to do is just grab this upper left hand corner and invert the selection and delete all the vertices, but I still have this one up here. Now I'm going to move that one, move it so it's just outside the edge of that thing, just the way the two are not quite touching. Well, that's not quite touching. Maybe a little closer wouldn't hurt. Okay, that's good. That's it. That's the setup. Everything else is done with modifiers. So here we go. Ready? This is going to be so much fun. First thing we want to do is make a twisted wire out of this. So we go to modifiers, screw modifier, and then I'm going to move this screw amount. Well, I already did it. I'm going to move it till it looks good to me. And that looks just about right. Just about right. But I'm going to make it 4. I'm going to make it 4 to keep the math easy. If you want to adjust this, the second screw modifier is going to be twice this value. So whatever this is, you have to multiply it by 2. 4 is easy to remember. Okay, angle is 360, as you can see. Steps, blah, 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 blah. None of that matters. Okay? Now, I'm going to turn the iterations up to about 10. So I have that. Great. Now, I said 10, only got 9. All right. Now it's time to work on the plane. But first, I'm going to double click on that and rename it. I'm going to call it Spiral. Just to make things easier. Now remember, all that is a point. But I'm going to add a modifier to that point. And it's going to be the screw modifier. And the location of that point is important. It makes everything a lot easier. So now we're going to do the same thing with that. Now we're going to make this one 8. Remember, I said it would be twice. And then we're going to make the iterations. Now, you don't have to make the iterations 10 because it's 8, which means, 4 times 10 is the same as 8 times 5. Get it? All right. So now we've got that going up there. Now, here's where things get fun. I'm going to grab the original thing and apply that. Now that's real geometry. Then I'm going to go to my spiral, which it's easier to select up in the... And I'm going to apply this one as well. Then with the skinny spiral still selected, Alt C. Actually, you can see that down in the thing. I don't have to tell you that. And we want to do curve from mesh. Now that is a curve. Now I can come back to my original thing and add a curve modifier to it and select spiral. And as you can see, it goes nuts. Now let me hit Z, and there it is. And now we've got our spiral wrapped around a slightly larger spiral. Next step, I'm going to grab that, apply the modifier. Now spiral, which I'm going to delete because we don't need it anymore. But I didn't have to. It has nothing to do with what we're doing. I could have left it there. It doesn't matter. Now what we need is to get this one wrapped around another one, and the way we do that is ridiculously simple. I select the thing, go into edit mode, and then I'm going to hit Shift D to duplicate all that geometry, and then R, Z. It's not showing the Z. That's okay, I'm telling you. 180. And I just hit return to select it. Good. Then do this, and now I've got what I was going for. That's the cable. Just like that. If you haven't figured it out, I can now add a curve modifier to it. Add a curve, a regular old curve. And there it is. Now, you have to do this in edit mode. You go into edit mode, and I can gotta make sure the curve's selected. There. Now I can grab these endpoints, and I can move them and twist them and do weird things to them. Okay? And that doesn't look curvy enough. There we go. Now you notice this thing sticking out the end of the curve is whatever, so I grab that, just make the curve long. Anyway, you get the idea. That's the point. What you do with it after you make it is up to you, but let me just man, this thing's just acting up today. And put ambient occlusion on and take a picture, and there it is. Now obviously you can texture that any way you like, because now it's just geometry. You can do whatever you like with it. If you like what I do, subscribe, come to the website. Pretty soon my videos aren't going to be on YouTube anymore. I'll probably stick stuff down in the description to tell you how to sign up for mailing lists or come to the website or something like that. Have a good one.